Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be discussing why I really like the Dragon Ball Z FighterZ storyline and arcs. If you guys don't know what Dragon Ball Z Fighter is, well, it is this glorious video game right here. And I'm terrible at holding things, apparently. It's this glorious little game right here. Personally, I actually don't mind Dragon Ball Z FighterZ. I think it's a great game. I never reviewed it, honestly, because there wasn't really any reasons to. But I am here to tell you guys about the story mode and the storyline arcs. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown on that. I'm going to give you guys a rundown on the storylines and the arcs. There are 3 storylines in the Dragon Ball Z. Well, it's called Dragon Ball FighterZ, but I always call it Dragon Ball Z FighterZ. There are 3 main arcs in the Dragon Ball FighterZ game. There's the superhero version, where there's a superhero one, there's the supervillain one, and then there's the android one. Those are the 3 storylines in the entire story mode. And if you complete all 3 story modes, you will unlock Android 21. Android 21 is a new android, only exclusive in this game, by the way. She's exclusive to this game and nothing more. She's just an exclusive character to this game. I really hope they eventually introduce her into the anime, because I think she's a very interesting character. Now the whole basis of this is that, spoiler alert, Android 21 is a villain, and she uses the Dragon Balls to bring back Frieza, Cell, the Ginyu Force, and Nappa, because they're all a part of the storyline. They're all a part of the storyline. They're a part of the storyline in the villain arc. They're a part of the villain storyline, and obviously you play as the main casts in the superhero version, like Goku, Krillin, Piccolo, etc., etc. So basically, there's a soul link inside the main characters, and basically there are these bluff waves that are affecting the characters. And Android 21 was kind of responsible for it. Even Android 16 was brought back to life in this story. And Android 21, as I said, she's the main villain. And it's up to you to find out who is the source behind it. And obviously, Android 21 is the source behind it. And Android 21 is an interesting character. She's an android, but she's also got Majin Buu-like mentality, where she can transform and her skin turns pink. She can transform into like a Majin Buu looking like a character. And she likes feasting. She likes eating. A lot like Majin Buu, you know, likes eating cake and all that stuff. So her character is very interesting and weird, and also kind of creepy. That she looks like an innocent scientist, but then she just becomes this really out of control mad woman who just wants to eat and feast on people. And that's kind of basically her role as a villain. You obviously defeat her. You obviously defeat her with Goku and the rest of the heroes, where she's destroyed. And basically, the other part of the whole storyline is that there's a bunch of clone warriors. There's a lot of clone warriors of Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, Cell, Captain Ginyu, Frieza, Cell, Nappa, Vegeta. I think I said Piccolo already, but you get the point. There are a lot of clones. There's even a clone of Kid Buu. There are just clones, even clones of future Trunks. There's just clones everywhere. Android 21 is responsible for the clones as well. So, yeah, long story short, she's evil. She's a part of the Red Ribbon Army. So, it's your job to clean out the world of all of the clones. Destroy all the clones, and the other thing, to gain leveling up. And that's one of the big parts of this game, is that a part of the story mode is you gotta level up. You gotta level up your characters to get them stronger, so then that way you can advance the story. You gotta beat the boss of that particular level, of that particular chapter, to advance the storyline. And you learn more and more and more. Beerus and Whis obviously know a lot about all of this because, of course, they're gods. They know everything. So yeah, the soul link that is inside of you, I'm not sure what the whole purpose of the soul link was. I think it was more to try and find another body, to return him back to his normal body, or that he was just planted inside the main character you play as in that story arc, so then that way Android 21 can feast on that character, because in the Saiyan in the superhero arc, oh, Super Warrior I should say, I think that's what they call the chapter. The Super Warrior chapter is that Android 21 is obsessed with Goku. Close to the end of the arc, she's very obsessed with Goku. She wants to eat him and eat his soul so that she can gain his power, because that's where the soul link is hidden. In the supervillain arc, she's obsessed with Frieza, because the soul link is inside of Frieza. The Android one takes a very interesting turn, and this is why I really liked this game's story mode. The Android one took a serious turn. Android 21. You remember how Majin Buu had an evil side? And when Buu started resisting his evilness, the evil version just spouted out of Majin Buu, and then we had a good Buu and an evil Buu. Well, think about that with Android 21. Yeah! Basically, they do the whole Majin Buu thing with Android 21 in the Android storyline version of this, and that is why I enjoyed this. They tried something different. They basically exposed that the evil side of Android 21 is her evil side. She's a good-hearted person, but it's just her urge to feast and eat on human life that causes her to just lose control of herself, and she just eats away and feasts on people. And in the Android saga, you learn that she's a kind-hearted girl. She's a kind-hearted woman that just wants to live her normal life, but she can't because of the evil side of herself. And I love it so much. I love it so much because it really, really shows you how different they tried to make it. Sure, it's very similar to Majin Buu, but the ending was always the same. Well, except for the Frieza one. It was the same ending all the time, where Goku launched the Spirit Bomb to destroy her. Again, very similar to Majin Buu. Again, very similar to Kid Buu. But in the Android version, the good Android 21 sacrifices herself to kill her evil counterpart. So in reality, Android 21 is supposedly a good guy, but she just had an evil side. And the reason why I didn't talk about the supervillain version much is because it's kind of very much the same as the one with Goku, but instead you're playing as Frieza and Cell. And then Frieza and Cell have to work with the good guys. They have to work with the good guys to get this mess all sorted with Android 21. They don't do that. They don't do that in the Super Warrior one where you play as Goku and the others. But at the end of the day, I think the Dragon Ball Z FighterZ story mode is really fun and enjoyable. It's definitely something I really did like playing when I played it the first time. I'm actually redoing it all over again. And it sucks because I really want to show it. I really want to show it to all of you. But this is the best way I can really do the story justice. Just tell you guys what the story is like. But again, if you really want to see what the storyline is like, just go look for it on YouTube. And trust me, it would save you guys a lot of trouble. But this video is also a good reminder, a good taster of telling you guys what it's like. I love it. It's really fun, and I personally enjoy the story mode in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So I recommend you, if you haven't played the story mode yet, for those who have Dragon Ball Z FighterZ, if you haven't tried the story mode yet, please play it. It's really, really good. So overall, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my quick analysis of the story mode for Dragon Ball Z FighterZ. I personally am a big fan of it, and you should definitely give it a look. If you don't feel like playing it, just look for it on YouTube. Just look up all the cutscenes on YouTube. You'll have a good time. You'll feel satisfied. Thank you for joining me. If you hit the like button, comment your thoughts down below, and I will see you all on the other side, and then you will reach the other side.